Blake O'Connor does it now.
How do you feel about these?
I like him a lot. He's not cheap. Even for a farrier's wife, you would think there'd be a little, something, but he's not cheap, but he does a really nice job.
Yeah, as long as in the balance, movement, it's difficult to find anything.
Yeah.
And the farrier I have, I'm just going to the farrier I have now is retired as well, and he does me a favor.
Okay.
Kindness. That's not going to last forever.
But before you leave, I'll pull Valdi out and you can look at him. He's extremely high-low.
Oh.
And we were having all kinds of troubles with him. And first thing, Blake looked at him, and the other guy couldn't keep shoes on him. And he looked at his knees on level. And he's got him one's done one way and one's done the other way. And we're doing blind changes now. And he's, yeah, he's really got him moving around.
It's so difficult to find.
Yes. I was spoiled for 30 years.
Right?
Because Joe's a very, he was a very good farrier. He wasn't just horse,
He
trimmer.
wasn't just trimming off the excess.
He was like corrective shoeing.
And it's so critical. Like, it's more than just like it affects everything the way they move.
Everything. I had one that was getting ready to have knee surgery, so he had helpers helping him. Almost crippled with life, which I think is why the ankle thing is still there. But almost crippled with life. I can tell by her eyes. She's
So is her like crest mutual ligament always okay? Part of it done?
Yeah, it's excessive right now. I've been trying to not feed her, it's one thing what she eats when we work 4 or 5 days a week.
Right.
But I look at it just because I watched her today go, she's going to nothing for you. And I'm like, oh my God, how did you make it that way? I was like, making her run out of pain.
It's so hard to find a balance when you're not, like when you're working, like I know exactly what they need, but when they're not, I struggle.
And you can see her ribs. I keep her looking ribby, but yeah, that neck is excessive right now. It's always there, but it's twice as big as it should be.
Well, and some breeds just naturally have like a piece of water. They've got big crest. But at least it's not like flopped over, which, that's good. Because a lot of the times they can be flat and nice. Is her hair always like to one side like that? Or?
Yeah, it's longer than it's ever been. I just haven't cut it. Usually we have a show, and so I'll braid her and trim it, braid her and trim it. But
I don't know if there's any like scientific evidence to it, but there's an old wives' tale, like wherever the mane like flips over or there's a cowlick to look for like an issue with a muscle knot or something like that. And I don't know if there's true or not, but I found it to kind of be that way.
that's
Like,
interesting because I noticed with him, he used to always have some on one side and some on the other side.
yeah.
It's gotten longer now, but not that much longer. But most of his is on one side now, and I'm having him worked on, and he's working harder. And
I found that to be true, and then because it'll change. Like a month later, all of a sudden you notice the mane's all on one side again.
that's the way. Yeah, I've noticed that on him. His has never been on one side.
Yeah.
But but like I say, I never looked him like I'm working him now because I would choose my main horse.
Right.
And
Yeah.
so he's, I pay attention to how he's moving and we're equal sides and so
Yeah.
that's
Whereas
very
before,
interesting.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's kind of the same. Like I said, I don't think there's any studies or anything done, but I do. Like when I see that, I do go to it, and it's always usually something. And even on my own animals, the same thing. Like I'll work that area, and then all of a sudden, a couple weeks later, I don't realize it, and I'm like, oh wait, look, there's all on one side.
That's really interesting because I have definitely been noticing that on Baldy.
Yeah, and you're probably right. The muscles are being properly, balanced
He was
out.
one shoulder was like this and the other shoulder was flat.
Yeah.
And it's because he was off and because he was like standing lopsided the whole
Yeah,
time.
yeah, yep.
But
Isn't that funny?
that's very interesting. Are you feeling this fan? Is that too much fan? Or
Oh
are you
no,
okay?
that's great. I
Okay.
mean, if it's too much for you, then I'm fine either way.
Okay. She likes it.
Oh, I bet she likes it.
She likes this whole thing. She's very
So, I do wonder, like, before she went on rest, was her backside like filled more, or like is she still pushing from behind, or has it always been like this?
It's
Or?
been like that. It's been rather flat. So that doesn't really look like it.
Because what it tells me is that I don't know where it started or how, but what she's probably doing instead of pushing back here, she's pulling with that. Is these, if she was pushing from back here, this would be full. Like there wouldn't be dips and curves, and very few dips and curves.
Right.
But
I'd be lying if I told you that I noticed if it's any different or not. What I've always noticed on it is that this just kind of seems flat.
right, yeah, I kind of noticed that too. But if that's just the way she's been,
Yeah, that's about the only
Yeah.
I'd be lying if I told you I noticed any difference one way or the other.
But just the fact that and then this has become overbuilt a little makes, I think she's pulling rather than.
Well, I mean, she hasn't really, except for probably, I don't know, maybe a half a dozen rides, she hasn't been asked to do any pushing. So
Right, yeah. I mean, it's not. But you can't, one ride of her being collected isn't going to fix it, of course. But it is just something to be aware of when you ride that, maybe I can engage it. And because she's not going to be able to for extended periods for a while anyway. How are
Yeah,
you?
no. Yeah, she's fine. She actually likes to be full.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's so helpful.
She'll really lean into it.
Oh, this side, what we got going on, yeah. On this side, it seems to be more on the top, from the pole to the crest, over the shoulder blade to right behind the shoulder blade right here. So this is the shoulder blade, these two humps. Under the shoulder blade runs a muscle from here. It goes under the shoulder blade and ends here. And that's what these humps on either side of the shoulder blade are, where it, for whatever reason, got inflamed. And it's kind of up against the edge of the shoulder blade. So it kind of puffs up. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. I can
Yeah.
actually see it, what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that'll get tight, which I'm betting money, if that's like that on this side, that on this side, it's down, yep, it's all down here. She compensates, so to get it evened out in her mind and her body, if this side on the top is tight, I gotta best bet. I mean, they're living animals that can't be programmed to just to not play and not move and not get themselves into trouble. So
They can definitely get themselves in trouble.
yeah, so it just will never happen. But what we can do is our very best to mitigate the symptoms of the results, right?
Right.
Like so, and hopefully they figure out pretty quick once their body is able to move and feel a little better that they can move. Oh, now I feel better now, and then it just becomes the habit, the new habit.
Right. Okay.
This is all really tight, and so I'm triggering that. Hey, I'm gonna get my bed light and see what you think about that. I think you're gonna really enjoy it.
Are you enjoying this, Angelina? I'd say you are.
So my ultimate goal, and it may not be today, it might be too much today because she is pretty tight and it would be painful to, but maybe in the next session or two, cupping decompression.
Okay.
The cupping
Mhm.
is super effective, and it's just a different way of releasing muscles because typically what we do is we're pushing to release muscles, whereas cupping is pulling.
I actually had that done to me, but I forget what I was fighting, or some kind of
Yeah.
something, acupuncture and cupping.
Yeah, I found it to be that, just being a different modality and being the way it works is a different way, that just being different it makes it more effective almost because
Makes
it's
sense.
like, I don't know, it kind of seems like they can build up a tolerance to certain, like, just push, and then all of a sudden you're going to pull. It's like, oh,
That makes
Yeah.
sense. That does make sense.
so
I'd forgotten all about cupping.
it's the trick with horses is to use a lot of ultrasound gel because of their hair.
Okay. All
to
right.
get it suction on it, but it doesn't hurt them. It's just gel and a little bit of water. It tends to stick. Although, I mean, she's got a beautiful coat. So, like, one of my horses got, like, no hair.
Well, she's
So-
clipped. I think
Does she have a real long winter coat?
yeah, you can see
Yeah.
this has not been clipped. Her legs haven't been clipped, but all of this right here has been clipped.
But it's a winter coat, but it's not like a shaggy super.
No, she still has a pretty nice one.
Yeah.
I think at one point she ended up with Cushing's. I've never actually had her diagnosed for it, but she, like 1 year when she didn't used to get I didn't have the body clipper, and the next year I did,
Oh,
so
okay.
it was
Yeah.
just kind of so.
That is interesting that
Yeah.
it went from 1 year to another.
Yeah.
It must not be too severe, even if that's what it was. 'Cause it doesn't,
Well, I've got her on a lot of stuff. I've got her
okay.
on a Cushing's medicine from herbs from Peggy Fleming. I don't know if you know Peggy. She's like a holistic vet.
I think I've seen stuff like does she have like a YouTube presence? Or?
Probably.
Okay.
I'd heard about her, but had never met her, but she pulled up at a barn somewhere out on Pioneer Trail or something somewhere,
cool.
and it was like a friggin' revival. I mean, she's all holistic. She's got, unconventional methods.
Right, yeah.
But I mean, people are pulling up in like 8-horse trailers, pulling out dogs, donkeys, cows, horses, everything.
They're like waiting for the miracle to lay hands.
and that's what she is. She's just a little bitty thing, a little
Oh,
country
wow.
woman, and but anyway. What is that, Angelina?
Oh.
Look at that.
Oh,
Here.
goodness.
I'll give you a snack, and that'll make it all better. That makes it better.
It doesn't, I mean,
So is it like a laser?
Yeah, they call it cold laser.
Oh, like, okay.
See again? Oh, that's a good girl. Whoa. Oh, what a good girl. It makes me feel good. Like, really good. That's a good girl.
This is going to be
Oh,
okay.
that's it won't start at your head right away because that's a little too personal. Just right there.
That's great.
So what usually happens is for a minute we're like, what is this? Is this a witch? Why she touched me? What's happening? I feel funny. And then sometimes when it really gets effective, they'll fidget, like shift, or they're kind of like, I don't know about it. And then all of a sudden they get very still, and then there's like a big yawn.
She's chewing.
See down here, this one is pretty tight. This is a very mild one. It's essentially just to get her familiar with something being on her. Because, I mean, they can't see red, but they can feel that there's something. Down here. No. I know. What a good girl. Oh, what a good girl. I think you're good with this.
I'd say she is.
She's
She would let you know if she wasn't.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
She doesn't hide her feelings.
She goes, this is strange, but not bad.
Yeah. Now her eyes are quite soft.
Oh, good. I'm going to put a little pad on you.
She likes you. Every time you walk away, she's like, where'd she go?
Oh, does she? She's. They either see me coming and they're excited, or some of them are like, oh no. Because sometimes, listen, it's not always pleasurable, right? Like sometimes physical therapy can hurt. So.
Right. We're gonna get you that fixed up, kiddo.
You're going to be right as rain.
Start dancing again.
How long have you done the dressage with her for, like, her
Pretty
whole
much
life?
the whole time. When
Yeah.
I got her, it's funny because Jasmine, this little one here, was supposed to be the horse of my dreams. I mean, I picked the stallion out and all of that. And
Yeah.
She's third generation, and she came out little, and the buckinest horse I've ever tried to ride.
Really?
Unbelievable. Yep. And so I was training with her, with my husband's client, with Wanda. I was going over there for group lessons and doing dressage, learning dressage, and it just wasn't working out. She wasn't going to get where I wanted her to be. And there was like a 70-year-old lady that owned Angelina and loved her dearly, but she was way too much horse.
I was going to say for 7 years.
Yeah, and that was when she was like 8, or
Right,
young.
yeah.
So I guess she was at a group lesson, and Angelina just gave her a fit. Next time I talked to Wanda, she says, yeah, Pat's going to sell Angie. They got people coming up from Wellington to look at her tomorrow. And I just, without even thinking, I said, I'll buy her. I didn't even know the horse. I just knew of her.
Yeah.
And I said, I'll buy her. I'll get her. So we started doing dressage right then, but I didn't know what I was doing.
Well,
Hardest thing I've ever done.
It's, yeah, I hear you on that. I went from barrel racing as a kid. I never see. Learn.
I was
I
bareback.
thought I knew how to ride.
Me too. I thought I was a really good rider. Boy, was I wrong.
I just knew how to hang on.
Yeah.
Go fast. That's what I knew.
Yep, that was me too.
Yeah.
I didn't even own a saddle till I was in my 20s,
I was like, what the? And then, yeah, I was like, all of a sudden, my body is sore after riding. I was like, oh, this is equitation. Okay, this is what.
Yep, I have had this exact same experience.
But yeah, so it's like a whole new language going, to dressage, especially from something like that. It was like a whole new language and
Whole new
starting over.
It really is.
Yeah.
It really is.
And for the horse too.
Mhm.
They're like, what? This is.
We've been years learning 10-piece. That was the hardest thing I ever tried to learn was 10-piece.
Was it?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's all.
It's all hard. It really is.
Oh.
Thanks, sweetheart.
There. That's a very good. I know it feels fun. It's okay.
Can I really help you?
No, you're good. It just is.
Okay, you're okay. You're all
Feels
right.
so much better.
Oh. Oh, you're gonna be a giraffe.
She does look like a giraffe, and she does.
Trying to give her worm medicine. It's like,
Oh gosh, yeah. And she's got, because she's got the Arabian head when she puts her head way in the long neck. Yeah, what's that?
you look at her sire, Fabricius, had, I've never seen a horse with a neck like that. He was fabulous. He was
It's real long,
just long and up and proud all
good girl. Girl. So anything that's happening on the shoulders from the withers forward is gonna pull on the pole. It just is. So it's a pretty much given that that can always use some relaxation. It just can, because we put halters and bridles on them and
yeah.
stuff that. This is gonna be.
Oh,
I don't want it.
yeah.
No, ma'am. You're okay. That's a good
Yes.
girl. That's gonna make a difference. You wait. You pick this up. We don't need this one anyway. It's too complicated. We don't need it right now. Oh, it's in my pocket. It's like, where's the stronger laser? In my pocket? It's in my pocket. It's in my pocket. See? It does the same. It does the same.
Supply today as I was running low on treats.
Right? Yeah. It's my go-to treat when we're like out of horse treats. If it's those poppables, potato chips.
Oh really? I've never tried that.
Like sometimes I'll just sit with a bag. I'll have two. saddle bags on.
I've never had them before.
Oh god, they're so good. They're different. They're not greasy. They're like a very light, kind of like a Chex Mix type, like the Chex and the
Okay.
Chex Mix. Yeah. So what you'll notice is this is on the hyoid, and it's going to start triggering here and down here. Just little movements. Stronger movements. That's that. What do you think of that?
Oh,
Yeah. So, yes.
is that the twitch?
That's one of the 20 connections on the tongue.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's really fascinating. But, yeah.
So what is the connection? Is that muscle or is that nerve or?
It's largely muscle, and some nerve because it's the tongue, like it's full of nerves. It just, you know what I mean? Like that's gonna anything attached to the head, the skull is gonna be full of nerves anyway. So, but yeah, it's the connection. It's different. Usually through like two different muscles. So the hyoid is attached to the brachiocephalic muscle, which goes here, and then that's attached to the another muscle, the one that goes under the shoulder blade that attaches directly to that, and so it all makes a big connection. Yeah. And then
Now, is it the
next-
same is true on both sides? What you're doing is going to affect both sides?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Yeah, anything in the head like that, like, you know, kind of like how the pole affects everything back there. Like, it's true for pretty much everything on the head. Yes, it's here. Oh. Let me see, can you do? Ah.
So tall.
Just like, yeah, but it's different.
Valdi has a lot of trouble with TMJ and the pole up. I have to release him. You'll know he won't let you touch his ear, and you know it's bothering
Yeah.
me. So I can I can. It takes a little bit for me to get my hand up there, but once I do, he's like drops his head. He's like, "Okay, mom, you can rub it for me, please."
Please,
And
yeah.
it's a visible release from that.
Oh, that's not good. Oh.
But I've never had any reason to worry about that with her. But it's definitely,
Well,
yeah, she's going through that.
good girl. This is scary stuff. On your time, on your, this is yours, on your shelf, on this. Oh, But that's a good girl. Oh, yes. That's, I'm so glad. So glad.
Where are you going?
How am I gonna do your work?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Interesting.
Yeah. Big one, this one, yeah. This one goes from here, the edge of the skull, and goes down under in this groove to the sternum.
Okay.
So that's a big one in general, but specifically with the TMJ issues that it's here. Rub. So much better. You wanna see my cool train? You wanna see my cool train? I should put it when you stretch. It's okay.
Oh,
Calm
yeah,
down.
babe. Is it messing you up and giving her treats to get her head down?
She's like, I'm thinking this is different. I know, Mama. Yes.
Definitely enjoying it.
Oh, that's so good. That's so good. on the first session, they're always like, I don't know what's happening, but I kind of like it.
Yeah, trust me, if she didn't like this, you would know it.
Once they figure it out, though, then they're like, yes, it's time. She's here.
Yeah.
But the first session is always kind of like, I'm not sure, but am I allowed to like it? Because I think I like it.
Yeah. Yeah,
Girl.
she definitely is. How often do you recommend to do this tour initially while we're trying to get through this?
When you're trying to work through a problem, I would say, for her kind of also, and I find this with a lot in the beginning, like when we're trying to work out certain problem areas, I would say, some people do weekly, but I would say twice a month, if you could, like every other week for a couple months. And then usually by then we've worked out the major problems, and it's more of just the big stuff is handled. Now we can nitpick at the other little things, or if something comes up, or that kind of, just keeping it where we got it, the progress we made, to maintain it like monthly after that.
Like the maintenance, just stuff.
Yeah. Kind of like the chiropractor, the first few ones are big adjustments. But then after that, it's more just keeping it where the progress they made. I know, sweetie.
Now, do you recommend after we do this to have Kendra come and acupuncture her? Or
I mean, yeah, and to be honest, that's kind of what we have found to be the most effective is bodywork to loosen them up, right? So that when either an adjustment or acupuncture is more effective, because it's half the work's already done, and then continuing with the massage and bodywork after. But Kendra, she was saying that she would get, and she was right. She's just got so tight in certain spots that chiropractic may be helpful, but it would be most effective once her body will relax. Because at some point, if they're super tight, she can adjust it, but it's gonna go right
just
back.
go right back out? Yeah.
I know.
And honestly, I think, I don't know that she's out so much as she's tight.
Yeah.
So I think maybe should I reach out to her and see if she can come acupuncture her sooner than later, or
I would do another session with me first, and then because I wouldn't want her to come out and then have it not be as effective as it possibly could be.
Right. Okay, that makes sense.
And in the first session, I can get quite a bit done, but obviously because they're still learning me and this whole thing, I'm not going to break out the big guns
Right.
until the next time. But
Now, I'd be fine with you coming back in a week
I would love to.
while we get her going.
I feel like, I don't know why, but I just kind of get it with her for some reason.
She's a good horse. She's a good girl. And I probably will not be able to be with you as much because I am next week. I get into poinsettias.
Oh yeah. So what is that? Do you do specifically poinsettia or what?
I'm an interior plant leasing company.
Okay.
So what I do is I put live plants into businesses, and I go in and maintain them, like plants at the auto mall or the resorts and stuff like that.
see.
So, and then we just run a service route and go maintain them. And our customers buy poinsettias from us for
For the
holidays.
Okay.
We've gotten where we've built up quite a
Like
good business with that.
Like every holiday, you can count on these certain people that are gonna.
Yeah, because we get them straight from the grower and install them, and they don't leak, and they haven't been beat up. And, we maintain them if they want us to.
So when you maintain, does that mean you go and you water and you prune and you do it for them and stuff?
Exactly.
Oh,
Run around, talk to plants all day. I know she's a lot of fun. Now, is that little handheld thing, is that the same principle as the?
it is, but a little bit more. So the fascia I was telling you about,
go.
which I'm mad I didn't do either.
Oh.
Yeah, right up here is gross.
Now, does the tension that she's got, can that be what's contributing to that huge neck?
Absolutely.
Okay.
The tension is so whatever tension she has in other places, she's got to offset it by making this side tense. So like I don't know which came first, but let's say the other side down here got real tense. Well, so she doesn't walk crooked like with the limp because that's tight. She's got a whole tension up here now to kind of off like a balance or a scale to offset it.
Okay.
So, but yeah, that's a large, big part of it. I mean,
And that's what when I see her looking gimpy, it just looks like it's hard to get her to move fluid.
That's exactly.
It's not fluid. It's just like it's almost like
It's force.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah. That's a lot. Yeah, that's tightness and tension, and especially that kind of movement down here, because then it's restricting how far her shoulders can actually rotate.
That's exactly what it looks like.
Yeah. This one's sore. I know, baby. This one's sore right there, huh? Oh. So I think her too. I would. I'm not sure how much work you are or aren't doing with her, but I always recommend like 24 hours of before don't ride her up for like 24 hours. If you
I'm
can.
not riding her at all right
Okay.
now.
Some people want to try out like, oh, they're feeling great, they're nice and loose, I'm gonna attack them up and sit on them, and I'm like, you just undid it all.
Yeah, no, that's like even him. I gave him the day off after Kendra was here
Yeah.
because I totally get that.
And because when we make, even though we're loosening stuff, it's still, you get soreness, right? Like just after, you may get a chiropractic adjustment, but your back might be sore.
Should I give her a butte tonight?
It might not be a bad idea
Okay.
because she does have some, more tightness than usual, and because it's in such a sensitive areas, I would just for her comfort. I mean, she won't die if you don't have it, but it'd be
Well, it's
a little more comfortable for her. This is good. That is her way of. She's like, I'm stretching, but I just don't want you to know I'm stretching. Ah. Yeah, this one is sore here.
of you.
I go, well, that's a Bodyworker's horse for you.
Yeah, that's funny. That's crazy.
Because when I do adjust them, I talk just like I was talking to her, like, oh, this is this, and that's why this hurts. And
That's wild.
she's like, where is that? It's down here in the bottom of their neck. But it was dead on. It was true, but it was just funny. She's like, I don't even know where that is, Janelle. How is that possible? Oh, that's a good girl. Yeah. We'll try it just for a minute, okay? And then I'll stretch you while we have that on.
Are you enjoying this, my love?
I hope so, because
Oh, she is. Keep that fan on. Hi.
one of my favorite things is to work on is like school horses, like the little old pony, right? That's seen it all, done it all, has 5-year-olds on their back all damn day.
Right.
Like I always love to work on them because they're especially. They always try to be so tough and stoic. Like, I'm not gonna release. I'm bomb-proof. You can't affect me. But then when you do, and they're like, oh my god, I needed this. I didn't know I needed this.
I'll bet. Yeah, they
They work so hard.
they really do.
And they don't get the same as like the warm blood shirts.
Right. The pamper and stuff. It's
Yeah.
ride the heck out of them, put them in the field, get them back up, ride the heck out of them
I
again.
always try to make sure. I always like when I get to pamper them a little bit. So what do you think? What is this?
It's okay, Ann.
It's
You know,
like
she's-
it's like the saddle.
Yeah. It's okay.
Just like the
It's no
saddle.
different than your warm blankie. Good.
She's like, yeah, nice try, lady. It's totally different.
Girl. Good girl. You're okay. You're okay.
Ow.
As things fall out of the tree,
I know. I was like,
squirrels are throwing things at us.
does
Velcro will get her.
yeah, I know.
doesn't
I
like
just
the Velcro.
realized that. I was trying to make sure it wasn't. Yeah.
She's gotten a lot better about it, so she's not gonna freak out, spaz out. There you go. Good girl.
I'm not even gonna fasten it. I'm just gonna turn it on and see. And that way it's nice and loose. We can rip
It's
it
kind of
off.
bunched up on this side over here.
Is it? Oh, that's good. There we go.
Mother's daughter, somebody tried to hand you a water bottle while you were on top of her. It was so big crinkled, it would be devastating. She's
I can't believe
girl.
it.
Good girl.
Oh, that's nice. No, she's like, I'm either gonna take a breath or blow. I don't know.
Yeah, you're right. She's not breathing.
She's like, I haven't decided. I haven't decided yet.
You're okay.
We're friends.
You're okay.
Thank you. That's what I wanted. That's a good girl. Oh.
Oh my.
2 brain surgeries.
Oh my goodness.
It was really bad. And for a long time, it was, my brain was very similar to the way there's, like I could have one cause, and one reaction. There was no room for a bunch of variables, and it was too much to consider. Like, right? Like, just one thing happens that triggers something, and so you get one result. Nothing more is too much, and that's how they think. And so after the accident, it all kind of made more sense, and it all kind of clicked more. Whereas before that, I was overthinking it. I was constantly struggling, trying to figure out this puzzle, this
Okay.
complicated. I was complicating it
Okay.
and
Overthinking it.
overthinking it.
Yeah. Interesting.
And then the more I would overthink it, the more frustrated. I couldn't understand. I couldn't get it, and I was just trying to muscle it. And it just doesn't work like that. So, but then after my accident, and for almost a year, it was just like too much multitask, too much stuff in different directions. It just made everything confusing. Whereas if you gave me one trigger or one reaction, but it all made more sense. And of course, I've healed and I can think properly now, but I still remember they kind of caught on to the way they kind of think.
Interesting.
Yeah. It's very hard to explain.
God works in crazy ways,
Yeah, it kind of makes you wonder, like, something gonna have to come out of this shit. I mean,
Right? No, that sounds like, oh yeah.
and it's another reason I went to dressage because, at a certain age also, and a brain injury, I can't, it would be ridiculous.
Right.
Because that would just be irresponsible.
Right.
So, well, what can I do? And, I'm not gonna give it up forever. Not.
Not right, yeah.
Right. So then I found dressage, which was fascinating to me. Just the whole thing, and more of maybe not so much dressage as classical equitation training.
Right.
Like it just all made so much sense, and it really I was just so interested in it. So, and it was funny because I took a barrel horse. It literally changed his body.
Did you?
Like bull neck, short strided, kissing spine, the whole nine. And now he's himself. I mean, he is a quarter horse mix, so he's conformation. You can only do stuff, but he carries himself, and he's stretching through, and he's
That's awesome.
yeah.
That's awesome.
And his kissing spine is gone.
Interesting.
Gone. It's amazing. No surgery, just through proper movement. It's crazy. Even Dr. Atkins at Central Florida Equine was like, I don't even know what to say.
Yeah, I see. He didn't have kissing spine, but Baldy had so many. He was so lopsided until it's like laying her up for 6 months was probably a very good thing for him because he's also I'm concentrating on him. And, my trainer guy comes over here from Holland. He's like, where have you been hiding this horse? He says he's even more talented than your mayor is. And
You would have never known.
would have never known.
Yeah. Oh.
But we won't tell Angie. I think you just.
No, I mean, she's the star.
She is the
You're
star.
the
She's a rock
star.
star.
I'm going to pick up this foot, okay? She's good with her feet?
Yes.
See this foot. Just for a moment. Thank you. Thank you. But you made it look easy. You made it look easy. Good for you. This is trying to address that first their own body to move it back. Yep, that's it. So, yup, you feel it, huh? Sure you do. Sure you do. Okay. I know, baby. Okay. I'll get you. I give you a minute. There you go.
You know, when you were asking me about her hind end and if this looked any different or whatever, I still can't tell you. But what I have noticed when I clean her feet, that she is, it's really hard for her to pick her feet up.
Yeah.
Her hind feet just feel really stiff.
Yeah, probably. 'Cause I don't know exactly. I mean, I'm not in their head, but I imagine that it's kind of like, you know, when you see the dog that has the little heart instead of that legs.
Right.
They're dragging. That's a terrible.
I know, no, that's, no.
So it's not getting used as much back there. So yeah, it's gonna. Oh. Got a nose wiggle.
Did he spring in the new greenhouse too?
Uh-huh.
Then tickles
He's
her
gone.
up. All right, I did the other leg.
Was that okay? Did you?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.